Well, hello, my lovely friends. It is Tuesday once again. I am here sharing with you some new products from Cheeky Studio. If you watch Missy Whidden, you may have seen her play with these, but they are 8 by 8 papers that I created in honor of Missy. And so there are cut aparts as well, and they have some sayings that are very Missy Whidden, and also there is flair. So I thought I would make a layout based on a vacation that we went on in 2017 for Bab's President's Club. He had won a trip to Maui, and we traveled the road to Hana. And when we landed there, we stopped and had some fun tropical drinks, and we sat in the little town for about 30 or 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and then basically went back on the road. So it wasn't a big stop in Hana. Actually, it's more about the road traveled. So I just wanted to use some of this paper. I could not wait after I made it. I knew I was going to fussy cut out these giant floral arrangements. And I think this layout just turns out so me. And it is all about summer and tropical and traveling and these big, beautiful flowers. And then I fussy cut out the back side of that paper with some of the smaller flowers. Now, the way I designed these papers was the front and back went together. So if it was coral flowers and on a white, then on the other side it was a coral background with a coral and yellow flower, that sort of thing. So same thing, blue flowers on blue with an ombre blue background, and so on and so on. Yellow with yellow. So you can use these papers to back your photos. You can use them as an entire background if you do 8 by 8. These elements that I put on there are very easily fussy cut out, and it was just fun to play with these new papers, and they are over in the shop if you're interested. And the cut aparts are only 99 cents, and they're just adorable little sayings that Missy Whidden likes to coin. And so if you want to take a look at those, they are in the shop. You can just hop over there, and I will have information on how to find the shop at the end of this video. So I decided in Missy Whidden fashion that I would get messy with my background like I do like to do. And I kept it very soft. I didn't want to go crazy. I have a tendency to overdo it, but I find that if I go light and build from there just subtly, that I like the effect and how it turns out much better. So I gessoed the background on this White American Crafts cardstock and let that dry. Then I used some of the shimmers in Don't Citron Me and also in Hermit the Frog. And I just basically worked on my background. So I also pulled from my stash this paper. I know I showed it to you there, but I wasn't looking, so it's been in my stash for a while. I know it's Heidi Swap, but I can't remember the collection, and I think this green just works perfectly. For whatever reason, I can't ever seem to tear the bottom appropriately, so you're going to see me struggle with tearing the bottom. I wanted the white to show, and it did not on the first one because I tore it the wrong direction. So I'm going to try and attempt that on this one. And I don't know. I had a hard time with that paper. But I make it work. I do make it work. And normally I don't put too large photos on my paper, but I thought that with this large floral element that it would be a good layout to have multiple photos on, because that large flower that I fussy cut out just makes it all balance out perfectly. So I've got the shimmers just how I want it. I just want it to peek through on the top and the bottom, and I am going to basically tape those down into place. That's where I want them. I did pull a couple of word elements from my empty box, and that sees the day was one of them. That's going to be my title, and that is from Pink Fresh Studio Live More collection. And also the label is from that same collection. So here is that big, beautiful flower that I fussy cut. How gorgeous is that? I love it. Also, this little label that says Girls Just Want to Have Sun is from the Missy Isms Cut-Aparts. And so is the label that says That's Just Us. Now this other leaf I fussy cut from another piece of the 8x8 paper. And I'm going to pop up that one label that says Girls Just Want to Have Sun. And I think that is so adorable. It has little flowers on it as well. And I think that label that says That's Just Us is perfect there. I had also fussy cut out some yellow flowers and some more leaves, and I'm going to tuck those around my clusters. I'm sorry, my allergies are driving me nuts. The weather here it's been 70 degrees one day and 30 degrees the next day, and you know, burning fires and burning fires. I'm not burning fires randomly. Burning fires in the fireplace. And then I am allergic to molds, and of course when it rains and then gets warm, you get humidity and mold, and so I don't know, I'm a hot mess right now. My daughter has an upper respiratory infection and a double ear infection like I did last winter, well, this winter. A couple of months back, I was miserable like that. Everybody at Bab's work has the flu. Thank goodness we got our shots and we do not have the flu. True actually got the flu before she got the upper respiratory infection. And both of our allergies have just been going nuts. So it's a hot mess here in Texas. So these little, I don't know how well you can see this on camera, but these little flowers are just a plastic flower that is beautiful that I had in some of my bead stash. Like when I do jewelry, I have little beads and buttons and things like that. And I thought that it worked very well with this layout also. I'm going to notch out the top of the page on the left-hand side just to add that extra little green and balance the page with it. And I think that's going to finish it off. I may add a few more splatters just because, you know, who doesn't love splatters? I love splatters. And it just kind of ties everything together. Oh, I did use that flare that says sunshine, and I tucked it just to the bottom of the left picture. And I think it snuggles in there very perfectly. So that is it. I really enjoyed putting those little beads on the paper. I'm wondering if I should carry those in the shop. I'm just trying to get an idea of what people would like, and they are dimensional. They're not really that thick. I mean, they're no thicker than a flare. So leave a comment below if you would like to see something like those little beads for your layouts, because they are absolutely stunning, and I know I can get my hands on some. So here is a close-up, and that way you can see that little bead that looks like a flower, and all the little fussy cut elements from the papers, and that fun little label. And I'll probably put the date right there on that label at the bottom on the left. I like to do that afterwards usually. So that's it. I really love how this turned out. I can't wait to play with these papers some more. And we are going to be at the Scrapbook Expo in Irving this weekend. So the 22nd and 23rd of February 2019, I would love to meet you. If you say that you subscribe to my Cheeky channel and you know us from our Facebook group, something like that, we will have a surprise for you. So I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.